Welcome to Positively Las Vegas, a look at the good things happening around the valley. I'm KALYNA ASTRINOS. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to share the latest stories that showcase the reasons why we love Las Vegas. That means the people, the businesses, and all the activities that make the valley a great place to live. We'll also share fun things to do in Las Vegas each week.
Well, a local man is the first person in the world to try a new cancer treatment meant to battle head and neck cancer.
And as 13 Action News anchor KELSEY McFarland shows us, he's reminding us all what it means to be positively Las Vegas.
Ruben Solis is a 54-year-old father and hospitality worker here in Las Vegas. He's battling stage 4 laryngeal cancer. His doctors say the new trial that he's participating in is, quote, a miracle worker.
How are you doing today?
I'm feeling good now.
Okay, good.
This is progress for Ruben Solis. He's having an easier time speaking as the tumors in his throat shrink.
It's good now. I can't breathe normal.
He couldn't breathe normal at all. I'm sorry, I'm speaking for him because it's actually quite hard for him.
In 2019, Ruben was treated with chemotherapy and radiation, but his cancer is recurring. The tumor in his throat recently grew to the size of a football. He got an emergency tracheotomy to open up his airways. That made him eligible to be what doctors call a global initiator, the first in the world to try a new immunotherapy.
All the stars aligned, his immune system fit, he was able to breathe, he was able to function.
Dr. Nguyen says they use 2 medications in a new form of immunotherapy, boosting the body's immune system to fight cancer cells.
So he's responding and he's tolerating the medication. He's able to communicate, he's eating, he's doing better, his weight is stabilized. These are all good signs.
He says this is a customized treatment rather than a one-size-fits-all like chemotherapy.
We're using Ruben's own defenses, his own army, and turning them on with medicines, specifically medicines, and to turn on his own army to fight the cancer from inside, instead of dropping grenades and bombs from outside. That's what we would think of chemotherapy.
Not only is it exciting that Ruben is responding well to the therapy, Dr. Nguyen says it's a big deal that the trial is happening in Las Vegas.
A patient like Ruben, first in the world, I mean, there are big universities in this entire United States that have access to this medication. And Las Vegas, I mean, we got him on board. It's really monumental.
Dr. Nguyen says his team was elated to tell Ruben the good news.
He has family. You know, he's a father and he has a grandson. So when we said, hey, you're responding, you know, he's not, we don't have that he's cured. You know, we know that for now, but he was very happy.
If these clinical trials are successful, eventually it could be approved for more patients in the future. The trial started in March of this year and the study is expected to be done by 2024. I'm KELSEY McFarland, 13 Action News.
Well, it is time to meet the people who help light up Las Vegas. Now, those signs that you see on or near the Strip are often as iconic as the casinos. Well, tonight we see who's behind all those bright ideas that are Nevada built. Scrolling through the company's archives is kind of like taking a stroll down memory lane. It is essentially a who's who, you could say, of Las Vegas signs. Some, like the wedding chapel, they can't part with.
This is cool. So what are you guys going to do with this?
We're just holding on to it. This is one of those treasures. We don't have the heart to get rid of it.
Jeff Young is the senior vice president of Yesco. You may not be familiar with their name, but you certainly know their work. Young estimates that maybe as much as 80% of the signs on the Strip are built by Yesco, many right here in this plant. It really does not get any more iconic than the hard rock guitar, and this is the latest version of it.
Yeah, this is going to Tulsa. You know, we built the first guitar of all guitars here in Las Vegas.
This latest version is some 65 feet tall and weighs tens of thousands of pounds. And rigorous engineering demands mean that it will have to be able to stand up to 100-mile-per-hour winds.
So I'm curious, in the engineering standpoint, you have to take all things into consideration. What are some of the biggest challenges weather-wise that you guys have to think about when you're designing these and engineering them?
Well, wind is a big one, but water incursion is another huge factor because we're dealing with electricity. And particularly the new modern screens we have, it's circuit boards. We've got to keep weather off of those.
The Young Electric Sign Company started more than 100 years ago by Jeff's grandfather outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. It now has close to 1,000 employees, including 350 workers in Las Vegas.
We have 5 main manufacturing facilities, and this one in Las Vegas is the largest.
And when they're not building, they're restoring.
Yeah, just 6 months ago, Vegas Vicky was sitting right here where we are, and so we went through a complete renovation of her. It's up down at Circa, downtown right now.
But what they do build here is all part of an evolving process as they keep pace with new technology and increasing customer demands. So I tried my best to get a sneak peek at their more secretive projects, the ones few know about.
Yeah, the newest, biggest projects are so much bigger than anything we've ever done, and we're still under non-disclosure. So I'm gonna have to just say, you wait till you see what's coming down the pipe.
I can't get it out of you now?
Yeah, the screen we're looking at now is 30 times bigger than anything we built.
No kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, 30 times. All right, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But, you know, Tricia, so much of our history here in Las Vegas is told through our signs. And so you could say that YESCO is very much sort of the narrator of our local history.
That's right. We were just at the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign not too long ago, and I just saw their emblem there. I was thinking about YESCO and how many thousands of people see that as they take pictures there.
Yeah, it's funny. You look at all the signs and you see YESCO, YESCO, YESCO.
Yep.
They are part of our community for sure.
They are iconic.
The drama class at Thurman White Middle School weren't only upset about having to cancel their play, but they just missed being around their friends. But they got to see their story reimagined as an animated film called Drawn Closer.
My expectation was that I was going to be on the stage with a bunch of friends, and I'm really sad that I couldn't do that.
It's definitely sad that we can't put on the play at school, and it was going to be like my first musical at the school.
For these middle school students at Thurman White and Henderson, canceling their school play because of the pandemic was devastating.
Being away from my drama friends, I keep things to myself more, and I can't really connect to anyone.
But the curtain wouldn't quite close on this cast of 22 drama students. Cox teamed up with Academy Award-winning director Patrick Osborne to create something truly unique.
I'm a cartoon now. I love that.
That's me. I'm cute.
Drawn Closer is an animated film voiced and performed by the drama class. It tells the story of a school play in trouble, and the drama class determined to save it. During a year of lost connections, the students were able to perform in the safety of their homes.
Something that was really clear in talking to all the kids at Thurman White Middle School was that their friendships, their social existence is entirely born out of being creative with other people.
Using innovative mobile motion capture technology, the project allowed the students to perform together again.
The fun part of it was that it was like a community, so everyone got to experience these things together, and we can all look back and say, like, this was what we did together.
And you can check out that film on YouTube. We have a link on our website, ktmv.com.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktmv.com/positivelylv.
Of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we are recognizing and uplifting AAPI women whose leadership continue to inspire the next generation of dreamers.
And as we continue to bridge the divide, 13 Action News reporter ALICIA PATTILLO shares how local women are redefining what it means to be a modern AAPI woman. ALICIA?
So what is the modern AAPI woman? Well, there's no real simple way to describe them, but here's what I learned. They're loving, they're caring, they're family oriented, and they're career driven. And the possibilities for their future are endless.
The modern Filipina is no longer just like my mom staying home. The modern Filipina has a career.
The Asian woman was supposed to be, we get married and and that was our life. We didn't have to worry about getting good education. We weren't supposed to be like doctors or leaders and so forth. And I think that's a myth.
There's no glass ceiling when it comes to the modern AAPI woman.
We sometimes become the provider. We what is that saying now? Take home the bacon, something like that.
Traditionally, most Asian women stayed home while their husbands go out and work. But a new generation says you can be career-driven and take care of home.
And I think when you do something that you're passionate about and you're determined to be the best at that, there's no way you can't succeed.
Dr. Mary Faye Axon Armstrong is living proof. She's assistant professor at Roseman University and president of the AAPI Nurses Association of Nevada, leading a different life than how she grew up.
We are 11 siblings from the same mother and father. And my mom didn't work. She just stayed home and take care of us. And my dad is the provider. And I think we follow the modern world now, where women are no longer just staying home. I think it's more of the need to work, like one income is no longer enough.
Throughout history, AAPI women have made groundbreaking contributions to American culture. From medicine to politics to beauty and fashion, there's no denying their leadership, innovation, and creativity. And for many, a lot of those skills start at home. Jasmine Bondoc, owner of Chic Sin City, a successful lash and wax salon here in the Valley, says her determination to make it as an entrepreneur came from her parents.
My parents, at a very young age, instilled in me to work really hard. So I think when I was growing up and seeing my parents, both of them work all the time, I never really saw my parents unless it was the weekends. That inspired me to work hard and get into entrepreneurship and opening my own business so that I do have a little bit more free time.
More AAPI women are finding their voice and passion now more than ever.
We should want to look unique and be different from each other and embrace other people's, differences.
For Vita Lynn, that was her mission when she started the Asian Community Development Council here in the Valley.
One of the major reasons why I came to Las Vegas is I wanted to help the Asian community in Nevada, especially Las Vegas, because there was none 26 years ago. And there was a lot of issues in our community, and there was nowhere for them to go to. So I had to kind of change that thought process. Like, we have to have a voice. We have to be independent. And the reason why we have to be independent is back in how things were before and how we are doing things now is different. We actually have a voice, and we need to empower our voice, and we need to be role models to teach other women to empower their voices too.
As the modern AAPI woman evolves, the future is limitless.
Vice President of the United States, think about that, right? Wow, that's like, I'm so happy to see that. I didn't think I was going to see that in my lifetime. But that representation makes a difference.
Experiences shape what they imagine to be possible.
I'm super proud to be Asian American, and as I get older, I'm now embracing, my characteristics and my skin tone and what I look like.
Visibility starts with being seen, and the AAPI woman is now preparing a seat at her own table.
If I can do what I'm doing now, anybody can do that, right?
This month and every month, we will always honor AAPI women and the AAPI community for their leadership, creativity, and innovation. Alicia Pattillo, 13 Action News.
Great story, Alicia. Thank you so much. And all month long, we have coverage of stories about our local AAPI community. So make sure you stick with us right here on Channel 13 or visit our website at ktnv.com. Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
Bringing people together through music. In this week's Veterans Voice, meet a Valley veteran whose service took him all over the world.
But his love for song is what developed friendships he'll never forget.
The best thing about music is you can take it anywhere.
We would all go around like a little fire pit area, like a little bonfire. It would just be all of us, and then we would just jam.
And this guitar tells the story of Jan Michael Bolgen's military journey from the beginning.
I brought it with me throughout my whole deployment in 2004. So imagine me carrying my stuff to go to Iraq, and I have my guitar case going from North Carolina to Maine to Kuwait to Iraq and all these other places. Like, I was literally carrying this guitar.
A veteran who served 18 years in the Marines, Jan Michael is now focused on helping people in his hometown as an officer within the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. He's also part of the Filipino American Law Enforcement Officers Association chapter in Las Vegas.
what I wanted to do is not only serve my country, but serve my community.
For Jan Michael, community, country, and music all go hand in hand. And as time passes, it's the 6 strings and signatures on his guitar that help him remember.
A new place for veterans to create camaraderie and make an impact in the community.
The Academy of U.S. Veterans announced the grand opening of Betty LaVie, a new military veterans club here in Las Vegas. Now, the president of the AUSV, Asal Ravandi, spent years in the military as an intelligence analyst. She hopes this lounge brings veterans closer together and helps build a stronger community and also bring change to veteran issues.
In the military, we all wear the same uniform, no matter where we come from. We all come from all walks of life. And once we get there, we have this sense of unity. We hope that by coming together, networking and creating that camaraderie, they can also take the lead with their resources, their means, and their influence in the community to solve our greatest social problems.
Now, the lounge has a coffee bar, 24/7 access, food, movie screenings, and more. It is a members-only lounge for veterans. However, non-members can go ahead and purchase day passes. We will put a link on our website for more information. And of course, if you have a veteran you'd like us to feature, just email us at veteransvoice@ktmv.com. Veterans Voice is sponsored by Southern Nevada Ford Dealers.
Did you know the Dilophosaurus dinosaur lived in this area 190 million years ago? Now you can see it up close at the new exhibit at the Natural History Museum.
Summer is a great time to visit the museum known in these parts for its dinosaurs. That's a Triceratops. Walking through the 9 galleries, your imagination will awaken when you see the colorful creatures under the sea. Head to the mountains to see bighorn sheep and the bones of a prehistoric bear. Or travel back in time 3,000 years to ancient Egypt, where bartering was the currency. People sailed the River Nile, and a young boy named Tutankhamun was king. Established in 1991, the Natural History Museum is a Smithsonian affiliate. They're open every day this summer from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. right downtown on Las Vegas Boulevard. But be careful, I heard there's lions lurking inside. For the full list of 13 things to do, head to our website. Have a great week.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktmv.com/positivelylv.
As we celebrate AAPI Heritage Month, we're highlighting different customs and their cuisines, and Taiwanese food has made a significant impact on American culture.
And as we continue to bridge the divide, 13 Action News reporter ALICIA PATTILLO shows you the history behind the food as she takes you inside Din Tai Fung.
It's one of the most popular Taiwanese restaurants in the country.
Taiwanese cuisine, Din Tai Fung, is originally from Taiwan. We started in 1972. Our founder is Bin Yin Yang. He was originally from Shanxi, China, and he moved to Taiwan with his wife and opened a Din Tai Fung restaurant in Taiwan. And we have 170 locations worldwide.
Taiwanese culture is rich, flavorful, and it's simple.
We are very, very happy people. We are island people. We welcome everybody.
Inside the restaurant Din Tai Fung, Chef Chen explains the history behind their unique customs.
Taiwan is in the center of Asia. We are around Chinese, we are around China, around Malaysia, Singapore, and Japan. We are in the middle. So our cuisine is influenced by everywhere, and Taiwan is combined all the flavor from Asia to have its own flavor.
And to preserve Taiwanese traditions, Chef Chen says the custom here is their dumplings.
Din Tai Fung restaurant is best known for xiaolongbao. Xiaolongbao is a soup pork dumpling. We make everything from scratch every day. We fold it with our hand, made with scratch. Like dumpling is very, very popular in Asia, in Taiwan. And we eat that with family, with friends. It's a hot steamed bamboo basket with a small little creatures inside. So the xiaolongbao, you have soup, you have kurobuta pork. It's very, very juicy without vinegar and ginger. It's a kind of culture. It's about enjoy the experience and talking to our friends and families and enjoy the moment
While the delicacy is delicious, creating this dish is not easy. In fact, Chen says they train their chefs 6 months to a year to learn the craft.
So each individual dumpling are made with care and love, that we make sure that we follow our golden ratio 18 folds. So the dumpling is very, very unique and very special.
And after the chefs prepare the dumplings, it's time to steam them. And the only thing left to do after that is eat.
Hey, here I go. Oh,
hot.
So good.
Chen says his hope is that their food brings different cultures together.
The xiaolongbao is so unique. We made it by hand with our heart. So we welcome everybody to come to try.
ALICIA PATTILLO, 13 Action News.
Circus getting ready to debut their new Midway Land.
At 13 Action News got a behind-the-scenes look at what's been taken down to make way for the new rides, the new features there. Shayna Goretti is the Vice President of Operations at the casino there and says they've been really busy, especially even as restrictions are being lifted. She says employees are ready for the new experience families will have.
So our big focus is we are known for family kid rides. We're known for that experience. What we're trying to do is to capture those smaller, littler guys that don't necessarily get to ride all of the big kids rides. Installing 3 new rides is a huge thing to us, and making sure that every kid and every family has something that they can do here.
Shayna says they are making sure everything is clean so people can feel safe and secure. Now, when asked about the hotel's buffet, Shayna says it'll open up this Saturday at 7 a.m. Thanks for watching Positively Las Vegas on your favorite streaming device. If you missed any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote, scroll down until you see Positively Las Vegas, and you'll find every story we aired in this episode. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime here on KTMV Streaming, Las Vegas News on your time.